and welcome to the show. We are here today with a terrible noise. We have got, when we're doing some racing, we've got, I've forgotten the name of the car immediately. Brigham, something like that. Brigham. It is some sort of old school hearse. Yeah, we're gonna go racing around. Well, a track that was supposedly, I don't know why I was parked behind Crane. That was a bad idea. When asked, Longbow said, yeah, this is a sensible track, which makes me suspect there might be some less than sensible bits. We will see. Who knows? But yeah, I barely knew this car existed in the game. I don't think I've ever driven it. Don't think we've ever raced it. So this should be entertaining. It should be quite good fun. In theory, often the silly vehicles make for wonderful racing. Level 8's already finding wall ride lines around the place. Are we? Oh, I have a feeling I know what we're going to have to do. It's petrol station time. Who's going to blow up? Oh, everyone has been very well behaved, and Bumpy's fallen over. Oh, 10 out of 10 crash from Bumpy. And I think Crane got stuck in it as well. That was a great crash. Like, oh, there's a big crash going on up ahead. A little bit of lag, actually. No, not as big not actually a big crash. Just a few lagging cars. That's all. Oh, let's get slowed down through this part. If we get back into slipstream, that would be good. We'll try and join the group of hearses. We've actually got an almighty run up the hill. Ewan, I've got nowhere else to go, so we're going to push Ewan forward. Oh, this is a cluster. I'm in a really dangerous spot because I go off the map if I get hit. Brazen's gone to the inside of everybody and is going to make their way all the way to the lead of the race. We try to go around the outside. It's such a long way. It's an off corner. Horribly nasty cambered corner there to be dealing with. Now we're heading into the quite narrow car park area. Everybody is through neatly. Longbow had nowhere to go. Your only option there really is to just fire the car ahead forward, which, you know, worked. We can it's such a horrible sound. Now, can we turn underneath everybody here on the exit? We actually do a really good job of that one. Ewan has come across to join us, but I've got nowhere to go. I can't really curb boost because level 8's there. We've got a great run. I mean, I've got to be careful here because we're in a really awkward spot that could see us off the edge. Oh, dear. That's fine. Oh, Stevie got a twitch. I don't know if that was a side effect from me trying to... I think it may have been a little bit of a side effect of me trying to not get stuck off the side of the map. Potentially pushing level 8 into Stevie. I'm not completely sure. That I had to pull my vehicle back onto the circuit, unfortunately, because otherwise we were going to be falling off and getting ourselves stuck. Through the chicane we go. And that is the final corner of the lap. I almost drove into a wall like a moron. Now... Can we sneak around the outside of Gliska? No, we cannot. It's fine, though. Honestly, at this point, we will settle for 5th. The pack's a little bit more spread out than it was on the first lap, as to be expected, but catch-up slipstream is going to drag us all back together again. The real question is going to be the petrol station. Can we all continue to be neat through it? There is, I mean, we have a track that had like a shortcut through a petrol station, and you know, at some point, someone is going to make a mistake. Someone is going to push too hard, like that, and it was Liam. I'm glad I took avoiding action just if there were any secondary explosions. Oh, and Shadow's gone for a very big accident. That's why I kind of bailed on turning in, just in case any of the other ones went up in that as well. But yeah. Thank you, Liam. Curse of the Commentator, very strong. Glad, well, we know what the thumbnail is going to be for this one. Glad I had turned the screen capture on for that. Oh, we're going to give Bumpy a help into the braking zone through there. Right, up the hill we go. Bumpy with a great run. That's basically what I did last time around, and now it's our turn. We have got going quite nicely there. Gliska wanted to try and get behind Bumpy for some slipstream. Can't do it. Bumpy is now to the front. I have now got no slipstream going on as we run up the hill here. We are 3 wide on the outside, have to back out because cars on the inside are always going to understeer towards us. There is some contact between Brazen and Gliska. 3 wide here is a terrible idea, and it has been a terrible idea. It's one of those that, like, I can't back out of it because it's not me that's really able to affect it. They did almost sort themselves out, but I think Bumpy clipped the inside, but I'm not completely sure. And so we're only talking by a few, you know, millimeters, centimeters here and there. That is all it takes. Thankfully, despite that having potential for a really big track blocking accident, because only well, Danger Man and Brazen have really got away from that. They're not going to actually make a particularly big break for it, because the pack's still close together, and the slipstream, these slingshot maneuvers with the slipstream are going to be so powerful, especially in cars like these. Danger Man has had, you know, a third of a lap with no company, and that's basically it for Danger Man having a lonely race. We are all back together again. Team Orange is here once more to hopefully score some podiums. You know, we could get a double podium for Team Orange, but it's still very early days. Not close enough to do anything as we head up across the line. So it's not a big slipstream run to the line. You can definitely do it from second place, but I don't think you'd want to be any further back, and that would probably depend, because on the final lap the leader will be defensive. They will try and break the toe, so it'd be tougher, I think, on the final lap. We are looking around the outside of a Danger Man. Longbow is right behind us. Level 8 was on the wall. A little bit of a wall ride going on there. Now, petrol station, don't overdrive it. Everyone neatly through this time around. Yep, everybody. I mean, Liam exploded last lap and is behind us, so yeah, catch up quite effective. Oh, I did not get turned where I wanted to, so I guess we're just going to push Danger Man. Yeah, I had the run, and I did not. I think I got a little bit airborne over those bumps and just didn't have the steering, so I had to accept we were going to give Danger Man a bit of a bump draft. Well, I maybe should have turned down and followed Gliska through that part, because we're kind of a bit in no man's land here with no slipstream. It's like it's like at a plate race when you get locked in a lane on your own and there's just nothing. Danger Man has now sort of fallen into line, and we've formed this middle group, this middle line. Gliska's on their own on the outside. Oh, there's now got Stevie, and it's going to kind of, everyone is going to understeer a little bit wide. It's going to end up back to two by two, I think. Oh, we were all kind of, oh no. So we were all trying to back off. I was trying to sort of back off a little bit from Blakey. Like, too wide is okay through there if you get it right. It's just clipping that inside bit is a nightmare. The good news is they're 4 wide up ahead and no one's really got any slipstream, so we should be able to work our way forward here. Level 8 looking out wide. Don't want to crash into them and cause them grief. So we've got Blakey behind us. I want to try and give Blakey some slipstream so that we can leapfrog our way forward, but it's not quite working. So I kind of don't want a curb boost, because I want cars to come past so that we can then get in the draft of said cars and follow them. Bumpy ran a little bit wide, which is why I kind of bailed on the pink machine. Sorry. Ewan's in the better position for us to utilise the draft, although we then could not carry the momentum through that corner quite as well. Level 8 out very wide is going to probably make it through here. We are going to hold it on the exit. Ewan's had a good line through there and actually broken away from us. That doesn't help us. We really could have done with being closer to Ewan. I mean, Ewan has now catched the lead group. We'll catch the lead group by the end of this lap. That's not a problem. However, would like to have caught them maybe a little bit sooner, but, you know, we should, unless things go terribly wrong, should be involved in the final lap shenanigans. Ewan out wide, clonks the wall. Level 8. Well, we'll take Level 8's wall ride line away from them. Okay, into the petrol station we go. Everyone, neat and tidy. Only had one explosion through that section. No, that was Liam, literally, as I talked about it. We'll get a draft down here. You kind of get a little bit of pseudo curb boosting, and the bumps down here act the same as a curb boost would, so these cars really fly down this section. I'm going on the brakes early because I'm going to murder someone if I don't. It looks like, I think that's Longbow and Danger Man got connected. Gliska's going to sneak past. Ewan's gone underneath everybody. We may get a draft up this hill. It's really not kicked in though. Oh, it's really, there we go. Now it's going to kick in, but it's a little too late for that. I haven't really got anywhere to go. Don't think I want that. Don't want. I mean, it's already 3 wide. I don't think we want to make it 4 wide. Ewan's kind of a little bit stuck in the middle here. Nowhere to go. Although Danger Man is going to come and kind of give support. It will be 2 by 2 through here. Everyone well behaved this time around. Ewan ran a little bit wide and brushed the wall. Everyone has made it through this time around. Oh, Bumpy's disconnected. Bumpy was having a good race actually. That's a shame. We've got a great run here. It's going to be really, really wonky line though. Oh. Ewan really wanted to dive down, which was fine, just didn't realise there was an orange car on an absolutely horrific line. But it was an overtaking line. It is 3 wide for the lead of the race. Here comes the man of danger. He's going to go for a pass. And will thankfully pass on sort of my side of the track, which will immediately give me some slipstream. We can battle back past Gliska and slingshot our way to the front. Here comes Blakey with the Team Orange. Team Orange car. Is Blakey going to have a look? Can't do it. I mean, Blakey will probably want to follow us. Will Blakey want to follow us out of the final corner? Oh, no, I've got one more lap. Never mind. I thought it was a final lap. It is, though. We've got one more lap. It felt like a long time driving the hearses. I mean, yeah, would you want to follow out the final corner? This time around, I mean, I don't think you would. You wouldn't do it. So we might have got a double Team Orange podium as well. Hopefully we can do that next lap around. Blakey's on the outside through there. We've got an all-right exit. We're going to maybe get ahead of Gliska. Oh, Liam's going to help us get ahead of Gliska. Liam's going to go into the side of Blakey ever so slightly, but Team Orange have got first and second for the moment as we head to... Oh, level 8 tried to wall ride and it went wrong. Well, you know what? I'm fine with that. We avoid the petrol station. Blakey ran very wide through there. Did Gliska try to go underneath? Yeah, Gliska took the even tighter line. Fair play on that one. It definitely worked. Danger Man gives us a shove. No real way for a pass. Could maybe gone to the inside if they felt brave, but opted for the bump draft instead. There goes the Team Orange car of Blakey to the lead of the race. Liam has given Gliska an almighty whack, a bit too much of a whack, in fact. Down there, I'm kind of surprised actually. The bump drafting in general has been pretty good in these, mostly because they're very big and very heavy and not very fast. But yeah, that does surprise me. We've got a run up here. I'm hoping the orange car can kind of follow me. We'll go. Yeah, there we go. We will get ourselves, rather than bump drafting, I think we're better off slipstreaming each other, and we will kind of follow Ewan up to this section. We're keeping Danger Man pinned behind Ewan a little bit there, which, I mean, I don't know whether that's advantageous for us or not, maybe. We are going to be careful going through here. We know the dangers of this section. We've seen the dangers a number of times. We can drop a wheel over the curb for a sneaky bit of curb boost down here. Ewan leads the way. It's a big group. It can go any which way at this point. It's a really, really big group of cars. Ewan is on that really tight line. Danger Man looking out wide. We're all going to struggle on the exit a little bit there. Oh, I went to try and get behind Danger Man and mistimed it. Danger Man was not clear of me by that point. Longbow and Liam tangled as well. Shadow's got a better run through all of this, although we have actually got a pretty good run in the middle, surprisingly. It's 4 wide. I'm trying to give space for Blakey because we want to get the orange car back on the track. Blakey's going to go chase Ewan across the circuit. Liam's turned up to give Shadow a push. Gliska's going to send it on a horrible line, and that was never really going to work. Unfortunately, it has kind of murdered Shadow in that one. And yeah, I mean, the chances for us are pretty slim now at this point. We're too far back. We kind of got stuck with all of that one. Oh, and I feel like that was fitting. Ewan takes victory from Danger Man. Team Orange 3rd and 4th. Not a bad performance. Been a while since we've had good old Team Orange back together. And there we go. But it's 3rd and 4th. Not too shabby. Stevie crosses the line. Yeah, one explosion at the petrol station. One explosion at the petrol station, and otherwise, yeah, it's quite. Those are surprisingly fun to race. I've got to say, they were more fun. They weren't very fast and they weren't great to drive, but they were actually really quite good. Made for a very entertaining and silly race. So, for our second race, we have a much more sensible vehicle. No longer are we racing hearses. We have got the retinue. I think this is the Mark II, if I've remembered correctly. On the screen I just saw that I should have been paying. It is the Mark II. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be much faster. We're actually going to have grip. We're going to be able to turn corners. We're going to have brakes. It's going to be wonderful. And probably, Jesus, very dangerous. How did that go so fast? I mean, there's bump drafts and then there's a bloody cannon shot up the back, which is... Oh, Brazen. Brazen's trying... The wall ride was not a good shout for Brazen there. I feel like these are possibly more likely to explode by virtue of... Whoa, bit oversteery, a bit snappy. Hello, Blakey. We will give space where we can. Oh, the speed is alarming. Oh, wow. That is a tremendous accident that we managed to avoid. God. So, okay, the slipstream is very powerful. with these cars. Holy crap. Combine that with twitchy cars, and yeah, things go wrong. That was a tremendous shunt that Liam has got surprisingly well away from. Gliska and Danger Man slightly less well away from that one. To try and keep the car under control, if at all possible. No one's really wanting to go too wide. You don't really want to go too wide through there unless you absolutely have to. There goes the speed for us. Level 8 got all crossed up in the air. Yeah, God, these things spin so easily. That is really what you're having to watch out for. The vehicle just wanting to rotate. I mean, you know, typical Escort Mark II behaviour of wanting to be sideways everywhere. Only this is just an absolute kind of, oh god, an absolute death trap. The slipstream is more powerful than I remember. I mean, I swear we've raced these. I feel like we must have raced these at some point. But the slipstream on this is absurd. It absolutely rockets you forwards. Oh, the back end wants to step out through there. There is a lot of lean, a lot of body roll is going on through that lot. Liam had a look, couldn't do it. Oh, Liam's fallen over. Liam's actually rolled it off a curb. You had almost rolled it. You've got to be really careful then in that final section, being too aggressive with sort of cutting the curbs. Otherwise, you're just going to fall over. And, I mean, yeah, Liam would not have got to the finish line doing that. They smashed the end of the pit wall, essentially. So, yeah, no cutting those curbs too much. We will slow down through there. So, yeah, the wall ride, Shadow, I don't know if Shadow tried the wall ride or just overdrove the corner. The wall ride, certainly in these, is very risky. That is a quicker line, that, but it's a bit awkward to take. So that's the line Gliska's been taking, I assume, at least. Basically, you sort of straighten the car up sooner. The thing you've got to watch out for is, A, you're braking really sharp on that corner, so a car behind may not realise how tight you're taking that line. And, I mean, if others, when and if others cotton on to what we're doing, figuring out that line, they're probably all going to battle for it, so then it might be advantageous at times to take a different line and then get a slipstream on the exit, for example. Ewan is to the lead of the race. We will sweep back past, heading up towards the horrible off-camber corner. Oh, yeah, car wanting to let go all the way around. It was a relatively peaceful 3-car battle. It's now about to become a less peaceful 6 or 7-car battle. But that's fine. I mean, it's always going to happen. This track, fast circuit, you're flat out for a lot of it. Catch up is going to be very effective around here. Don't think bump drafting is the way to go with these somehow. Don't think you're going to get very far with a bump draft. I'm not even going to try it. Not this close to the edge. There's no way that's going to go well. Did not quite... Whoa, no. Ewan's having a big wobble, and I don't think Ewan made a checkpoint. If he did, I'd be amazed. Apparently did. Okay, maybe that checkpoint's a bit large. Like maybe the hitbox is quite kind on that. I mean, Ewan lost a load of time. It's not like Ewan was gaining an advantage. I think Blakey's had a spin to the inside. Recovered it, but yeah, went round to the inside through there. Be as aggressive as you dare through that section, but do not clip the inside. Level 8's going to have no... Oh! Did not. I don't know if Level 8 actually realised there was another car following Gliska through there, to be honest. You wouldn't necessarily know if you hadn't been looking back, and they're having their own car control issues, which is definitely happening during this race. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, it's a fast and frantic race, this one. Level 8 is over the wall. Level 8 tried the wall ride, it didn't work. Ewan, don't know if Ewan tried the wall ride or if... yeah, we're all going for that line. That line. The risk for that line is if you get it wrong, you just understeer into the petrol pump, basically. It's easy if you've overdriven the corner, just understeer into the petrol pump on the outside as you go to leave. And, yeah. Oh! Liam has found building. There was space. I mean, Gliska was quite a long way away from me, and, you know, we were giving space. I know there's just random deer on. I don't know if they've been there every lap. I know I saw them once in the first race. Just random deer hanging out on the side of the racetrack, as you do. Although there was a lizard in the Singapore Grand Prix, so, you know, it does happen. Bathurst is notorious for the kangaroos. But I don't think I've ever noticed the wildlife spawning when we've been doing one of these, certainly one of these races, like, without traffic and everything. That is something new. I mean, we can wiggle on the curb. Brazen is... Oh, didn't know what side Brazen... I don't know why I thought Brazen was going to the outside, but... Oh, God, the whole pack is going to reconverge for the final couple of laps. I mean, unlikely to last with the cars this difficult to drive. Oh, we got a slight tag, and then well, level 8 absolutely had nowhere to go in that one. You know, I was suddenly spun around in front of the track. Team Orange friendly fire has occurred. Well, we have still got time. There is still... It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I definitely think there is time for us to recover this race and rejoin that group of cars. We are going to go to the inside down here. Try and not spin. The rest of you is desperately trying to oversteer the whole way through that corner. It just wanted to let go. However, we kept it together. Oh, we clipped the inside curb there and almost didn't keep it together. Longbow is going to have a look, but there is not a huge amount of space there to get past. Okay, all is set. Now, dive the car down there. Big accident. Didn't know where Stevie was going. I thought it looked like Stevie was going forward for a second, so I committed to going behind them, and at that point, as it then rolled back, I had already committed to where I was going, and there was nothing I could do to change my mind anymore at that point. It was too late to get on the brakes, and it was too late to go the other side. So when these get hit in the door, they roll over quite easily, because that's exactly what Level 8 did to me, basically earlier that lap. So, oh, these have been insane little cars. It's been a entertaining race. I mean, good race, yes, for entertainment value. Not a clean race. Oh, and Danger Man has had a twang off a tree. That's it all. Danger Man has been involved in 2 absolutely tremendous shunts so far, and both caught on camera as well, which is always the better thing. Yeah, Danger Man's been having a hell of an adventure. Didn't know what side Ewan was going. I almost committed to the curb boost. Thankfully, I did check just in time. Otherwise, we would have murderized a Ewan at that point. Right, we have got Gliska versus Liam up at the front. Oh. Then it is Brazen involved. Ewan and me are not far. I mean, we are basically in this group now. And then there's another group of 4 further back. And we've got one more lap to go. It may well become a big, big battle again for the lead. Although, these cars are so difficult and twitchy to drive, I don't think the big battles are going to last long. Because someone's going to make a small error. And it's just going to ping Mark II escorts around the place. Oh, we're going to slide. I mean, I wanted to turn in. The back end was just having none of it through all of there. You know, we will just be a little careful through this section. Ewan up onto 2 wheels through all of this. Gliska gets the run through the middle of that. We sweep around the outside and steal a pass on Ewan and Brazen. Very nice. I'll take that one. But we're going to have a lot... there's going to be a lot going on in the... Oh, Gliska sort of got oversteered through. There's going to be a lot going on this lap, let's face it. We're around the outside of Liam. Any wall rides on the final lap? I don't think it's worth it. I feel like you can do it, but it's just not worth it most of the time. Liam with a kick of oversteer. I mean, everyone has pretty much adopted that line. We've figured out that line is quicker, and while it is dangerous, so is any of the other lines. So, yeah, if you are not actively side by side with someone, you might as well take that tighter line. We've got really big slipstream, but is there a gap? No. Brazen and Ewan are going to be there. We'll just punch the car forward a little bit. And accelerate out the other side. Up the hill, we got Liam with a big burst of speed through the middle. Ewan's braving the grass. I thought we were going to wipe out Gliska there as we moved, but not quite. There goes the orange car to the inside. We've all got to kind of check up a little bit through here, because 3 wide is insanity. Oh, and Blakey got clipped by Stevie and almost rolled in that as well. That was a... It wasn't a big clip, but it's just enough. These cars just doesn't take any sort of contact. They're desperate to spin at the best of times, let alone if you ever so lightly brush the rear of them. Ewan's gone for the dive to the inside there. That's okay. We will get the speed on the exit. Oh no! We've served Gliska. Oh, Gliska slid off the side. Yeah, these were not the ones for that. Okay. That was the lightest of bloody taps as well. I was there. We've almost murderized a Liam as well through that section. We're going to spin the wheels through this one. Everyone's trying to carry speed through this section. I have got a good run, but we got a big amount of oversteer. We might end up just having to push Liam to victory because I wanted second. We basically gave Liam a bit... The bomb draft on Liam was fine. Why did it, when I hit Liam pretty hard, when I hit Gliska, did it decide that Gliska was going to find the littlest of gaps and fall off the map? So sorry, Gliska. Yeah, I mean, it worked. The bump draft to the finish line, I can't believe it worked. I had no other choice. I had momentum and nowhere to go, so my best way to get a finishing position was to push Liam, because we could at least get second, and we did, amazingly. Yeah. Oh, that's a fun track. Holy crap, those cars are terrifically difficult to drive. Again, it was entertainment by not the cleanest race we've ever done, not by a long shot, but it was, I hope at least, quite good entertainment for all of you watching. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Longbow for the sort of rebuilding of this circuit, and thank you all very much for watching. That, though, is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.